Welcome to the Spiritually Empowered podcast, your virtual sanctuary for soul growth, spiritual healing, divine purpose, and conscious manifestation. Together we'll explore mysticism and magic, Buddhist and yogic teachings for inner liberation, shamanic energy medicine, psychic development, and tools to wield your power and protect your energy during this time of global awakening. I'm Ashley Coleman, ordained shamanic minister, advanced energy medicine practitioner, spiritual teacher, and devoted student of life's deepest mysteries. I'm here to help you alchemize ancient soul wounds, reclaim your power, and rise into your sacred calling to bring healing to this world in a way that only you can. I'm so honored to be here with you. Let's dive in. Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to the Spiritually Empowered podcast. I'm so glad you're here today. So I've started to do a show on YouTube called Mystic Monday, and I want to start uploading the teachings to the podcast. So we are going to go ahead and dive in. This is for Monday, March 30th. And I'm so excited for you to be a part of this new offering that I have out there. Mystic Monday is really about a teaching each week to help you bring the mystical into form, help you ground yourself into who you came here to be. Each month we have a different theme. And March's theme is the identity rebirth from adaptation to authentic power. That really packs a punch. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into Mystic Monday. I hope you enjoy. Hello, gorgeous soul, and welcome to Mystic Monday. I'm Ashley Coleman, the host of this show. I hope you're doing amazing. I am currently in Florida. That's why there's a different backdrop here if you're watching this on YouTube. I'm in Florida for a week-long solo vacation. Would love to hear how many of you out there love to solo travel. It really fills my spirit. I don't know if that's because I have a moon in Sagittarius in the 9th house, but I just love to get out there and go on an adventure. So welcome to this week's Mystic Monday. So glad you're here. How about we take a deep breath or two just to find presence in our bodies and focusing in on your heart, on your belly, just arriving, loosening your jaw, your shoulders, clearing your throat, really allowing the energy to move through you, allowing your breath to move through you. Remember, the steadying of our breath is the core practice of empowerment. When the breath is disturbed, we feel anxious. We lose connection to our peace and our power. So finding your breath in your body nice and fluid, moving with the inhale to the exhale. So today I wanted to just riff with you about manifestation because the astrological new year was on March 20th. Happy birthday to the Aries people out there. Let me know if you're an Aries. My partner is one, so happy birthday to him coming up in a couple days. And yes, this is a fresh start for each of us. And let's just dive right in. Manifestation means to make something unreal real. It means to bring something from the spirit into form. And a child is a manifestation from an idea, from an energy, from love into matter. And that same channel lives in each of us of bringing an idea into form. And if you were just to look around your space, this has all been manifested. None of this used to be here. From idea to form, from the spirit world, the intangible to the tangible. You are a manifestation. You are form. You are real. I don't care how many gurus out there say none of this is real, matter is false. It's very real. If I pinch you, it would hurt. At Winged Alchemy, we don't bypass the human experience. And teachers, I've been studying yoga for over a decade, teaching it for a decade, and there are still spiritual teachers who bypass the crap out of matter and say it doesn't matter. That's not what we do here. We are ethereal beings who thought it was a grand idea to come to Earth. Let's actualize heaven on Earth, says the shamans. I'm an ordained shamanic minister, and I've had the pleasure of studying shamanism in depth and really living it and walking it. You can't really study it, you live it. And that is the practice and the way of bringing beauty onto the planet. Not the cultural sense of beauty and what we're programmed to think of as beauty, but I'm seeing the water right now sparkle. I'm right on the water. This is beauty. It's being awake to life. So let's begin this conversation by honoring matter, by honoring form, by honoring this journey of spirit into form. It was set up this way. It's not an accident. It's not something to get rid of or jump out of. Why else would we be here other than to bring harmony back to this planet and to live a beautiful, a beautiful life, the beauty way? How do we see beauty everywhere we look? So right away, you don't manifest what you want. You manifest what you are. The unconscious mind runs over 90% of us, and you might consciously want something. Your unconscious mind might want something else, and that we dive into deeply over here. But today I just want to bring you into a specific teaching around this, and that is the longing, the visions, and the dreams in your heart. I believe that you already know what it is you're here to create on this planet. I believe you already have the map of your destiny in your heart. So it's not about going and finding out what you want. Yes, there's a little bit of that because we learn what we want by having what we don't want. That's contrast. The shamans say the map to your destiny is already here. It lives within you. It's in the energetic field of you. And your aura, your energy body houses all that you are in a non-physical form. And it programs and directs your physical reality. The spirit world shapes the material world. And the first step to receive what you want in life is to know what you want. You don't go to a restaurant and say, just you pick whatever you think. Or maybe you have a dairy allergy, or maybe you have gluten-free desires, and you walk in there and you don't say, pick whatever you want. You own with your free will what it is you desire. That's our role here. Our role is to look at what matters most, to clearly define what it is that we want. You can't go to your phone and put in the GPS and get somewhere without writing in where you want to go. You're going to be going in circles. You can do that, but you're going to be driving in circles until you wake up and start to make a decision using your free will. What matters to me? What matters to me? Where do I belong? And you can't know where you belong and what matters to you if you haven't shed what matters to your family, what matters to society. So what's in the way for many people when it comes to defining and clarifying and choosing the desires in their heart is they have other people's desires within them. So here's a prayer for you. God, universe, say whatever you want. I'm going to say God. God, please remove all the desires that are not original to my soul. Remove what is not original to me. Remove every desire that is not original to my plan, to my soul's highest destiny. Prayer is power. You are literally invoking the power that breathed life into you to move through your life. The mystic's power is invoking heavenly energies, invoking the breath of God, using your voice to command energies in a loving way, in a direct way. So the first practice I have for you in owning your longings is to pray to remove all the desires that are not original to my heart, because you might have a desire for something that's not really for you. And then 20 years goes by and you're like, I think I've been living what my parents wanted for me. We don't have time for that. Declare that you are removing now through the will and the energy of God every desire that's not truly yours. When I was in a toxic relationship, I prayed, God, if this is not who you have chosen for me, remove him. The next day he left. The next day we started uncoupling and my ego fought it. No, 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 because change is scary. Change can be scary. If you're watching this right now or you're listening to this, then you are willing to change. You are devoted to truth. So these teachings are your rocket fuel. Let's go. This is the new year for the mystics, is the astrological new year, where our seeds actually become real. So step one, remove the dreams that aren't yours. You can write them out, you can burn them, you can pray, do all your magical practices, you can stomp them out, right? What is a woman? What is a business owner? Die to what society taught you. All of that is because you are creating it for your soul. And then once you die to that programming of who you think you should be, what you think you should want, choose it like you want a lover to choose you. Choose your desire like you want a lover to choose you. I don't know about you, but I don't want a halfway love. No, I want to be absolutely absorbed. I'm a Pisces, come on. I want to be absolutely chosen with every fiber of my partner's being, and I am. So I have called that in by practicing my own free will of choice and decisiveness. This is medicine for spiritual people because sometimes we get ungrounded and we're like, oh, it's all love and I'll take anything and I'm so grateful. Can you feel how that is ungrounded? No, we're here to actually unite the upper and the lower chakras, unite God's essence with our personal will. And there's massive beauty and power in that. And that is my life's work, to unite that which was divided, heaven to earth, body and soul, masculine and feminine, to create the conditions for inner union to happen. And then I see myself and my heart reflected back to me in what I want. So you're releasing what's not yours, the desires that belong to your grandmother or your mom that aren't yours. We're doing some excavating here. And then at the center, all right, this next season, what matters most to me? And before you start journaling on this, I want you to open your heart. Do a Joe Dispenza meditation. Do one of my guided meditations. I've probably got some in the podcast. I'll link it below. Open your heart. Listen to a beautiful song. You don't want to dream from level of mind. Level of mind is not where you want to dream from. You want to dream from your heart. So open your heart. Watch videos of puppies. Kiss your cat on her ear. Do whatever you do to open this up. Because that's where you want to dream from. That's where the possibilities live. That's the seat of the center of heaven and earth. The heart is the bridge between heaven and earth. So that's what you want to open and dream from. Go into the heart and vision from that place. And let's share a breath. element of the heart is air. So here we are in the breath. And that sound clears the heart. What is it that you long for when no one's watching? What type of partner do you want? What are you ready to give permission to yourself to want? You can't unwant something. So what is it that you desire? All right, that's step 2. Clearly define what you want. No more lofty spiritual, anything goes, no more ungrounded desires. I've been there. In your womb or your belly or your base, what's the yes longing? And if you don't know, try this. I release all fear and doubt around what I truly desire. God, help me know what I want. Help me know what's meant for me. I'm ready to claim my desires and accept nothing less. This or better. Claiming what you want can bring up stuff, right? But don't stop at the resistance. Resistance is a go forward sign, not a stop sign. Because claiming what you want means that you can't settle for what is not meant for you. It means change. So remember, value change over comfort, and you will self-actualize. Another deep breath. Giving yourself full permission to know what you want. And then you can say, well, what do I don't want? So there's many ways to claim that. The next step is to look underneath of the material thing. All right. So usually it's, I want money, I want love, I want a vacation. Really hear this. This is life-changing. What emotion, what qualities are underneath the physical thing? If it's money, it's probably something like freedom. If it's love, it's probably, or if it's a partner, it's probably love and connection and belonging. If it's a certain goal in your business, it's probably, I want to feel valuable. I want to feel important, like I matter. Identify the qualities under the physical desire. You don't get what you want, you get who you are. And then your task is to bring those qualities to life now, not tomorrow. If you want more money and that's associated with freedom, because if that paper didn't give you freedom, you wouldn't want it. We want things because of how we think it's going to make us feel. If money made you feel crappy and miserable, you wouldn't want it. So we don't want the money. We want the freedom. Right? So really feel that. What are the qualities beneath what you desire? And own those qualities. Not 5 minutes from now. Time is weird. Weird means paranormal. Where can you find freedom now? Where can you find belonging now? Where can you acknowledge your value now? You are your lover. Talk to yourself about how important you are. So we're looking at, what are the material things that we want, right? What is it that we long for? What's underneath of it? And write this out. When you write it out, something shifts in your body where you own it in a greater way than typing it or just thinking about it. Make it real, make it on paper. Bring those qualities to life every day. Just pick like 5. Pick a handful of qualities. And if you have, Joe Dispenza right here, a clear intention plus an elevated emotion, you have manifestation. Clear intention, here's what I want and why, plus an elevated emotion, here's the feeling I want. You have just set yourself up to have the experience. You are priming your nervous system to bring that to you. How do I know that? Because your brain doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. So when you have an imagination and an inner experience about what you want, which means you're going into meditation, you're visualizing clear intention, elevated emotion, your body thinks you're in the experience and it starts producing the chemicals that it's happening in your body. This is proven. This is science. I love to say that. This is science. It really is, though. Your body thinks it's happening when you go into an inner experience of it. Let me prove it to you. When you go into an inner experience of lovemaking and you envision it and you go into it, what happens physically? You get activated. So whatever you're envisioning on the inside, what lives in there really matters. Whatever you're envisioning, you are creating the neural networks. You are building the chemistry in your system to look like the experience has already happened. Thank you, Joe Dispenza. And then what? Well, you manifest who you are. So now that you have the neurochemistry, whatever you call it, now that you have the biology of your desire, which means you envisioned it, you felt it, you sensed it, you lived it on the inside in your imagination, which spiritual people have strong imagination. So you're off to the races. When you do that, number one, you're no longer grasping to have the thing because you've already embodied the thing. Because what you really want is the emotions of it, and you've already embodied that. So you're no longer grasping. And number two, you are living as the embodiment of that thing so it finds you. You're no longer hunting, racing, going out there, but you're receiving. Now, you can't, what's that quote? Faith without works is dead. You can't just sit on your meditation cushion. I don't think. You got to move. You got to take action, inspired action. So the last piece here, take inspired action. Make that real. Speak out. Be visible. Listen to the callings. I had a calling to go to this festival, and that's where I met my partner. Take action on your pulls, and you can't know what your pulls are if you're not listening to your body. Your intuition is a bodily thing. It moves you towards what you're being. So you attract who you are. And when you create that vision and those thoughts and those emotions and you live in it and you can feel it and your heart is open, you can't not attract a version of the thing. This works, but don't take my word for it. Go live it. Remember, it's important to choose what you want. A lot of spiritual people struggle with this. I used to. Oh, anything is possible, right? But actually choose a reality, which you can try different realities on. Take a vision. My Tantra teacher, Sean Roop, taught me this. Take a vision of a potential reality, bring it into your body, and see how it feels. Is it an F yes? Nope. Take a different potential reality, move it through your body, see how it feels. And remember, this is the fire horse year. Any path will take you there. Keep moving, not rushing, moving forward steadily and centered. I hope this was so valuable for you. I was reminded of a couple important things that I'm going to put into practice, specifically releasing any desires that aren't mine. That's such a powerful practice and prayer. And remember, the mystic puts it to practice. Thank you for sharing this space with me. I love you all. And I'm so excited to hear the comments that you have about this, your ahas. If you want to share what you released or what your desire is or questions, just drop it below. And I will see you next week. Also, one more thing. On April 2nd, my mentorship for spiritual women officially begins. There are 3 spots left. This is for women who are done bending themselves to fit into places where they don't belong. This is the revocation of all that is not truly you. If you're interested, I will drop the link below. That is going to be such a powerful space, an intimate group of women walking in truth and not settling for anything less than their truth and what their heart desires the most. All right, I'll see you next week. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you loved this episode, share it with somebody who you really feel would benefit from this message. I'm sending you lots of love, and I'll see you in the next episode.